So you're thinking about moving to Bend or maybe Redmond, Oregon, but you don't want to be inside the city limits, but you want to be just right on the outskirts of either of those towns? Well, look no further than Tumalo, Oregon. We are just to the northwest of Bend right now on Highway 20. We're going to be doing a vlog style video of this neighborhood and this area of Tumalo right now. So if this video sounds like it's for you, stick around. We're going to be getting after it right now.
If this is your first time on the channel and you'd like to know everything there is to know about eating, sleeping, playing, the good and the bad of Bend, Oregon and the surrounding areas like Tumalo, subscribe to the channel, tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about what's going on here in Central Oregon. My name is Zach Nutter. This is Ryan Rudloff, both licensed brokers with eXp Realty in the state of Oregon, and we've lived here for over 30 years and we absolutely love it. So whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Love to connect with you, help you make the smooth move here to Central Oregon. That being said, we are going to show you this amazing area that's just minutes outside of Bend. It's its own little incorporated town. All the homes here actually have Bend addresses, but they've got a really cool little tiny food scene. They've got some gyms, they've got restaurants, they've got a couple little shops. You're close to Eagle Crest and Redmond, you're close to Bend, you're really close to Sisters. There's so much around here. We're excited to show you this place, so let's get into it.
So we are in Tumalo, Oregon. Zach, what exactly is Tumalo, Oregon?
Tumalo, Oregon is a really cool little town that is literally just minutes from Bend. So right beside us here, you're going to see one of the busiest food cart areas in all of Central Oregon.
Might be the original.
Nah, it's not the original. Give them a little rotate. Can they see? So this is the Bite.
What is the original if this one isn't?
It's a lot. Downtown.
And the Bite is the second one.
The Bite might be the second one.
Okay.
Very, very busy food cart area. A lot of people from Redmond and Bend will come out here to enjoy this food. They've got 6 food carts there, beer, wine, cider, all kinds of different stuff. You got Tumalo Cider Company right beside us here. You've got a couple little shops. You got a workout spot. You've got Tumalo Tavern, Paisano's Pizza. So there's very few things here, but it's a very fun little area. You've got a little river creek that runs right through Tumalo. And then you've got some of the most beautiful homes in Central Oregon right here in Tumalo. I'll let Ryan talk about kind of some price points and some different stuff like that, but this is a very desirable place. Again, we're 2 minutes from Cascade Village Shopping Center, where you've got Best Buy, World Market, all those different areas. The new Costco is going to be really close to here. So a lot of amenities nearby, but this is kind of a little bit more country living just outside of Bend.
Yeah, Zach, I forgot you're a food cart guy, so I didn't mean to offend you when I said that this could be the original, but it's the second. Anyhow, Tumalo is a fantastic little town, and it's unincorporated. So we're in Deschutes County, not in any city limits, but we are right off the beaten path of Bend, closest to Bend, but we're right in this little triangular little area in between Sisters and Redmond and Bend. So the location of Tumalo is absolutely fantastic. There are little subdivisions within Tumalo. There's also large properties that make up what Tumalo is, and it is an absolutely fantastic area. Homes range anywhere from, say, if they're in a small subdivision, to mid 500s to mid 600s, and then you have big horse properties that have 5 acres, 10 acres, 30, 40, 50, 60 acres, or even beyond that, that probably go up to $4 or $5 million. So it's just a definitely something that can be for everybody that's looking for a great location, a great home in a spot where all the action really is. If you want to have a little bit of a buffer zone in between your neighbors, then this is definitely a spot to consider. Like Zach talked about just a moment ago, we are on the road here that goes out towards the Eagle Crest Resort area, and that's the road to Redmond. This is actually the old Bend Redmond Highway that we're traversing on right here. And as you can see here, we look like we're in an incorporated town, but we're really not. There's all kinds of businesses around here. There's restaurants, there's banks, there's other types of businesses as well, but it's just a very unique little area that doesn't get a lot of credit or notoriety because it's not part of Bend officially or not part of Redmond officially, but it's a great little spot and location is absolutely key.
When you get into the lower price point, that $500,000, $600,000, $700,000, you're gonna find stuff that's actually closer to town here. And then a lot of the more expensive parcels, the $1 million to $5 million parcels, are gonna be 5, 10, 15 minutes from here. But the views you have from some of those places here are unbelievable. Like, just gorgeous, full mountain views of Bachelor, the Three Sisters. So some pretty amazing views when you get out into the country a little bit. So this is kind of like the epicenter of Tumalo. You've got Tumalo School right here. They've got their own little fire district. But Tumalo is really unique in the fact that it's so small, but it's so different between right here where if you buy a house, you can buy a house probably under $700,000. They're going to be really competitive because there's very few of them. But you're a quick traverse to the food carts, to a couple of the different areas for the gym. There's a vet here. There's a couple different places. But you're not going to have any views. You get out just a little ways out into the country. You've got amazing mountain views. You've got some good river view properties right around here. It's a pretty cool place out here in Tumalo.
Yeah, we're near Deschutes River. It's behind us, but it flows right through. And there's some locally famous roads that are out in the Tumalo area, whether it's like Gherking Market Road or Collins Road or Johnson Road. We're gonna zip out there here in a moment and show you guys what some of those properties look like. But ultimately speaking, Tumalo basically represents the west of Bend, to the west, all the way leading up to Sisters area. And again, it's just panoramic views of the mountains if you have a good spot, and large properties outside of this little township that we're in right now. And so it's a very unique mix of small town, country vibe, kind of like Sisters, but then if you get out off of this little stretch that we're in right now, then you get like the sweeping panoramic views of the mountains with having large property. And that's what makes it great.
The other thing that I love is the proximity to so many things, right? You're what, 15 minutes to Redmond?
Yep.
You're 20 minutes to Sisters. You're 35 minutes to Hoodoo, which is an awesome little ski resort. Maybe 35 minutes to Mount Bachelor, the 6th largest ski resort in North America. So close to Bend. There's just so much. If you're here in Tumalo, I really like the vibe of the houses that kind of are right around the middle of town here, but also you don't have to go far to get a beautiful piece of property with huge mountain views. Obviously the price point on those are incredibly high, but if that's where you're at, this is an amazing place to look at property.
Absolutely. So as we are traversing through the little town of Tumalo right now, what we're going to do now is kind of pivot. We're going to go out into the country of Tumalo, show you guys what that looks like, give you guys a feel for what country living just to the west of Bend looks like. So stick around. We'll talk to you guys in just a moment.
We're in front of the historic Tumalo Feedco. It's one of the original steakhouses. It's the only steakhouse in Tumalo, but it's one of the original steakhouses here in Central Oregon. If you talk to anybody that's from here and you talk about the Tumalo Feedco, they know exactly what you're talking about. It's an amazing place to grab a steak. They have all kinds of other things, but we had to stop and show you this place. It's pretty awesome. I've never eaten here in all the time I've lived here. I'm actually a little ashamed to say that. I was just talking to Ryan while we were cruising over here. what's your experience at the Tumalo Feedco?
Well, I've never had the Rocky Mountain oysters, but outside of that, it's a fantastic experience.
Yes, so they have all kinds of stuff, but they do have Rocky Mountain oysters here, which I don't know that I'll ever try. But it's supposed to be an absolutely amazing place. Did you enjoy your experience here while you were here?
Sure did, yes. It was years and years ago,
but people
I'm
come
due for
from
a trip back.
People come from Bend and Redmond all the time to come to Tumalo Feedco, so it's definitely a place you should try. I'm gonna bring my wife here on a date one of these nights, but we wanted to stop and show you this before we're headed out to the country.
All right, we're headed out. See behind us here a panoramic view of the Three Sisters, Faith, Hope, and Charity. We're just maybe 2 miles away from where we just were in the little town of Tumalo, and now you can see what this is really all about. You know, there's roads that go all around this area here. There's properties, the 5 acres, 10 acres, even beyond that, 20, 30, 40 acres, and it's just a spectacular area here. You can see we're in mid-April. The sprinklers are on over here to our right now, but you get these unbelievable these views of the mountains are just spectacular. But anybody that's looking for a property that's close in proximity to, say, a Bend or a Redmond or a Sisters, this is the spot that you want to be. Collins Road, Pinehurst, Johnson Road. This is ultimately a spot where you're going to be close to town, yet also have the privilege of being in a home that has privacy amongst neighbors. Great spot.
It's so amazing. So as you can see behind us, they've got their irrigation going. You've got these incredible views, and we're 2 minutes outside of Tumalo, maybe 3 minutes outside of Tumalo, and we're 10 minutes from Bend, which is 100,000 people metropolis with every steakhouse, sushi, everything you want. But you could have this right here in your backyard. It's pretty incredible. These mountains, there's something special about them. You can even see Broken Top a little bit. You can't quite see Bachelor from here, but each area, each town you go to has a unique perspective of the mountains. Like if you go down to Lapine, it's got a very great view of Bachelor, and you don't see the Three Sisters as much. Closer you get to Sisters, obviously the more you see the Three Sisters and you don't see Bachelor as much. But this is just an incredible view. A lot of the properties out here are going to have irrigation, so if you want to have a hobby farm, or I mean, the property we're looking at behind us is a pretty large piece of property. They've got some incredible barns, probably some riding arenas in some of these places, so a lot of horse property. You'll find cattle out here, all kinds of different animals. But I mean, we're standing on a road here. What road is this again?
Pinehurst.
This Pinehurst Road. We're standing on the road, and I have no fear because there's so few cars that come through here. It's a very isolated little area, but it's so close to town. It's just so peaceful out here. Absolutely love this part of Tumalo, or Bend, however you want to call it. But it's such a neat area. Absolutely.
So the roads, they wind. There's miles and miles upon miles of roads here. And some say this is actually the primary area in Central Oregon for cycling, road cycling. And it's true, because every time I come out here, there's always a group of cyclists that are out here zipping around. They tend to start wherever the wind is in their face, and then they'll finish up with the wind at their back. But ultimately speaking, this is one of the areas where you see a lot of road cyclists, and so the Central Oregon area is actually known for their road cycling as well. And so this area here is no stranger when it comes to stuff like that as well. So it's a great mix, being close to Bend, being close to Sisters, being close to Redmond, Eagle Crest, and whatnot. So the triangle of, say, Bend, Redmond, Sisters is where the primary body of population resides in the Central Oregon and Deschutes County area, yet you get this pocket of rural lifestyle in between each town that separates you, and you still feel like you're in the middle of nowhere, yet you're still close to everything. So that's where the value really is, along with these mountain views, the buffer zone in between neighbors, and some of the custom homes out here makes it a really, really unique situation.
We hope you guys enjoyed this tour of Tumalo. It's an absolutely amazing place. It's not, most people come in and call it Tumalo, but it is actually called Tumalo. It's absolutely amazing little town here in Central Oregon. Ryan talked about the proximity to Bend, Redmond, and Sisters. There's so much. We need to step back because I hear a scooter or a motorcycle.
Hear a motorcycle, yep.
Step off the street. But we hope you guys enjoyed this. We're so thankful that you guys continue to watch these videos. We would love for you to reach out to us. We're here to help you. We love what we do. We're so thankful for you guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.